I'm in the right room. Thank you so much for having me here today. Thank you to our phenomenal state chair, Roberta Lang. Let's give her a round of applause. And the Nevada State Democratic Party, our officers and members and everybody who make our state party so strong and for what it is, for organizing such a successful convention. Thanks to all of you from across Nevada for attending and for showing such strong support by being here today. Give yourselves a round of applause. Before I begin my formal remarks, I want to take a moment to recognize the contributions made by so many great Democrats who are not with us today. It's because of their hard work, their dedication, and their service over the years that we are stronger as a party and a state. And I know on behalf of all of you, on behalf of Democrats and Nevadans, we thank them for their service, and we will make sure that their legacies live on in the work that each one of us do. Now, if we're wondering if Democrats are going to succeed in 2014, all you have to do is look around this room for the answer. You are surrounded today by people who are passionate about helping others and who are committed to electing Democrats up and down the ballot. Am I right? And I've said it before, I'll say it again. We have a very close relationship here in Nevada between our grassroots and elected Democrats, and that's the way it should be. And I commend all of you for engaging us, for supporting us, and for understanding that we are fighting for the same cause. And for the office holders who are in the room, thank you for never forgetting who is really responsible for employing all of us, and that's the people. So thank you for doing what you do, because together, we will fight to get things done for Nevada and to make our state a better place to live. Now, we have a lot of priorities that we're focused on, and I'm so honored to serve as your representative in Nevada's 4th District, because we've been working and will continue to work to pass comprehensive immigration reform. Which, once passed, creates 25,000 jobs right here in Nevada. It reduces our federal deficit by nearly $1 trillion over 20 years. And it stops, most fundamentally, it stops tearing families apart because of the broken immigration system. We are fighting to increase the federal minimum wage to $10.10. Raising the wage will directly help 158,000 Nevadans. It will boost wages by $315 million here in Nevada alone, and it means more money in the pockets of those who need it and those who deserve it. It lifts 1 million Americans out of poverty into more self-sufficient lives, and it helps 30 million Americans have higher wages. So increasing the federal minimum wage is a great priority. We will fight to extend unemployment insurance for those who have lost their jobs at no fault of their own. Right now, today, there are 34,100 Nevadans who've lost their unemployment insurance since December because of Congress's failure to act. But this has caused those individuals to struggle to put food on the table, to pay for their rent or their mortgage, to put gas on the car, to keep looking for work. And it's why we have to get the job done to extend unemployment insurance. Do you know that 20% of those on unemployment are our veterans? And there are some 700,000 veterans across the country who are depending on us extending unemployment insurance. So this is important for many reasons. We will continue to fight to make marriage equality a reality, because things aren't fair. Because things aren't fair for all of us until you can't be fired because of who you love. We will fight to address the housing crisis that has hit more Nevada families than in any other place in the country. Until homeowners get the relief that they need, the foreclosures stop, and everyone can stay in their homes, we have work to do. And it's why I am working hard as a new member of the Financial Services Committee to getting things done to provide for this relief. We will fight to keep the money of special interests from corrupting our already fragile political system. And we will pass and secure our most precious right, which is our right to vote, by reauthorizing the Voting Rights Act. We will fight for equal pay for equal work, and we will fight to get the American people back to work and to grow the economy for the middle class for a change. These are the priorities of our party, the Democratic Party. These are the priorities for the elected officials in this room, and these are the priorities of the American people. That's why we're going to win in November. It's why Lucy Flores will be our next Lieutenant Governor of Nevada. Why Ross Miller will be our next Attorney General. Why Kit Marshall will be our next Secretary of State. It's why we will pick up seats in the Nevada State Senate and Assembly.
Yeah.
And with your help, it's why we will send progressive leaders to Congress, including our own here from Congressional District 2 today, and Aaron Bilbray, who's running for Congressional District 3 in Las Vegas. And most importantly, it's why Harry Reid will return to the Senate as the majority leader of the U.S. Senate. That's what I like to do. But we can't do this alone. We need all of you. We need to, as public servants and as grassroots organizers, come together to make a difference. Separate, we can have an impact. But together, we can make real change. For those of you in this room, don't need a reminder that the stakes are so high. You understand the importance of voting. It's why you're here. The American people can't take any more obstruction in Congress. Republicans are creating some of the worst gridlock ever in this Congress, and it's why things have to change. Now let me talk just for a moment about some of the people who aren't here. Those who don't have the opportunity, like you, to be engaged in a state convention. Because there are people who are just too busy, who are living on the brink, whose lives depend on the decisions that need to be made or the inaction of obstructionist Republicans in Congress or in the legislature who don't want to act on behalf of the American people or on behalf of Nevada. They're living on the brink, focusing on keeping their family together. There are veterans who are just trying to find a way to get the care that they deserve. They're busy working to put food on the table, but we have to engage them as well because they're important to this process. While they may not be here physically, they're here in spirit. And in part, we are here as their surrogates for those who need someone who cares about them too. It's what I try to keep in mind every day I'm working in DC and doing outreach here in the district in Nevada. Sometimes the people who need the process to work for them, who need the playing field to be a little bit more fair, can't always come to a local or state convention. They can't always make it to a town hall meeting, or they may not even know how their representative in Congress or state or elected official can help them with a problem or an issue. It's why, with the help of my dedicated staff and team, I have tried to take more creative approaches to reaching our constituents and to let them know that we are here for them too. Whether it's being an undercover congressman delivering packages with UPS, yes, this is what Brown can do for you. Or working along a small business owner who understands the challenges every day of a recovering economy. Sometimes it's boarding a local bus. It's about meeting constituents where they are, listening to their concerns, their issues, and then taking those concerns back to Washington to be their voice in the process. It's why I'm so honored to serve as the representative for Nevada's 4th District. But you know what? 700,000 people in this district get to decide who gets hired for this job. And every 2 years, we're up for review. Well, I'm asking for a renewal for another 2 years. And I'm asking for a renewal because we have work that needs to be done on behalf of the middle class and the working poor who are striving to be part of the middle class. I'm asking for a renewal so that we can complete the work of protecting our public lands while putting them to maximum and best use of development by creating jobs in Yerington, making Tule Springs a national monument, or giving Mesquite more flexibility in economic development, and definitely holding people like Clive and Bundy accountable for paying their fees. No special treatment for grazing on lands that are the public's lands, not his lands. We are delivering for Nevada, and I will continue to do so with your support. So as we leave today, remember that elections are the very moment that literally everything is up in the air. All control is in your hands. All the spending and the spinning, all the debating and the arguing is over. The only person who matters when the lever is pulled is you. Yep. We know that everyone in this room, you're going to vote, right? Right. It's why you're here. But there is a whole block of people who want the same thing you do, a stronger country and a brighter future, who are unsure sometimes of who's on the ballot. They will need help finding their polling place. They will need a reminder to vote on election day or early, and encouragement that the marginal cost of taking time out of their day is worth it. Voting is worth it. So I ask you to stay engaged because our democracy requires it. We're here today to mark the beginning of a summer and a fall of campaigning for the middle class of Nevada. Yeah. And we're inviting everyone to join us. We invite everyone because others need to be reminded of what's at stake. Because it takes all of you to move a community. We invite everyone to participate because there is only one way to do this, and that's to do it together. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here. God bless you. God bless the Democrats in Nevada and throughout the United States. Let's go.